In a world where we are constantly bombarded by external and internal noise, it's easy to lose sight of our worth. We face endless comparisons, criticism, and doubts that quietly erode our self-esteem, often without realizing it. But what if you could change that? What if you could take control of how you see yourself? Not by ignoring the negativity, but by transforming it into a source of strength. This journey begins with a simple yet profound truth. Your perception of yourself shapes your reality. Through the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, we can uncover a pathway to self-love and inner resilience, allowing us to reclaim control over our thoughts and feelings in a world that rarely slows down. In this discussion, we'll explore the key steps you can take to rebuild your self-esteem and cultivate genuine self-acceptance by looking inward, challenging old narratives, and embracing your unique individual. If you're ready to take that first step towards a more empowered and peaceful life, please hit the subscribe button and join me on this transformative journey. Together, we'll reshape how you see yourself and discover the power that lies within to live authentically, with confidence and clarity. Don't miss out. Every insight shared here is designed to help you better understand and appreciate the incredible person you already are. Let's get started. Step 1. Reflect on the roots. To truly understand why we sometimes struggle with self-esteem, it's crucial to look back and reflect on the moments that shaped us. Often, our negative self-image stems from external events, maybe a hurtful comment from someone we admired, an embarrassing situation in front of peers, or a series of negative interactions that left a mark. These experiences may have molded how we view ourselves, but they don't have to define us forever. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control what happens around us, we have complete control over how we respond. By practicing objective reflection, we can revisit these past events without the emotional weight they once carried. Ask yourself, what were the circumstances at the time? What might the other person have been going through? When you step back and view these moments with detachment, you'll often realize that they don't hold the meaning you once attached to them. This process isn't about blaming or dwelling on the past. It's about gaining clarity. When you examine these moments critically, you see that your self-worth isn't determined by what happened to you, but by how you perceive it. This newfound understanding is the first step in rewriting the story you tell yourself and freeing yourself from a negative self-image. Each reflection helps weaken the hold of past hurts and empowers you to build a more resilient, positive self-perception. Step 2. Engage in a dialogue with your past self. Engaging in a conversation with your younger self is a powerful way to heal and build self-esteem. Picture yourself sitting across from the child you once were, seeing the innocence, hopes, and fears in their eyes. What would you say to them? How would you comfort them in moments when they felt misunderstood or overlooked? This exercise isn't just about giving advice to your younger self. It's about offering them the compassion they may not have received at the time. Tell that child it's okay to feel hurt or confused. Remind them that their worth isn't tied to their achievements or other people's opinions, but simply to who they are. This act of self-compassion can soothe long-held wounds and help you make peace with the past. From a Stoic perspective, this practice helps us detach from painful memories and see them in a new light. The goal is not to change the past, but to reinterpret it with understanding and acceptance. As you engage in this internal dialogue, you'll likely realize that many of your current insecurities stem from childhood misunderstandings. You strengthen your present self by reassuring your younger self that they are inherently valuable, building resilience and a healthier sense of self-worth. This process is about more than healing. It's about reclaiming your strength and transforming your inner dialogue into one of kindness and support. Step 3. Embrace and transform your insecurities. We all carry insecurities, those little things we've been conditioned to view negatively, whether it's our appearance, voice, or certain personality traits. Instead of allowing these perceived flaws to undermine our self-esteem, Stoicism teaches us to shift our perspective. While we may not control external circumstances, we can redefine how we see ourselves. Imagine the freedom that comes with embracing your insecurities. Rather than seeing them as weaknesses, you can view them as unique qualities that contribute to who you are. For example, if you've always felt self-conscious about your height, whether too tall or too short, consider this. Your height is a natural part of you, something that makes you distinct. By accepting it entirely, you begin to detach your self-worth from what others might think and instead ground it in self-acceptance. This shift in perspective is transformative. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, our reactions, our mindset, rather than fixating on aspects of ourselves that society may judge. We strengthen our self-image when we start viewing our so-called flaws as features that contribute to our individuality. Over time, the insecurities that once held you back become sources of confidence, building a foundation of self-esteem that is resilient against outside criticism. This journey is not about pretending that insecurities don't exist, but recognizing their power and consciously transforming how they affect you. Each small step towards embracing these traits is a step toward authentic self-love and lasting inner strength. Step 4. Commit to self-compassion. One of the most critical steps in building self-esteem is learning to treat yourself with the kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. How often do we check in with ourselves and ask, "How am I doing?" Without judgment, without criticism, just honest concern. This is the essence of self-compassion, and it's crucial in creating a healthier relationship with yourself. Stoicism teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed. Instead of letting negative self-talk take over, we can consciously choose to respond with patience and kindness. Self-compassion means accepting that you will make mistakes, experience setbacks, and not always meet your own expectations. And that's okay. It's part of being human. Forgiving yourself for these imperfections is essential for growth. Celebrate your efforts, no matter how small they seem, because every step forward strengthens your belief that you are deserving of love and respect. This practice isn't about ignoring your flaws or challenges, but supporting yourself through them, nurturing resilience. As you develop this habit of self-compassion, you'll find that it transforms your internal dialogue. Instead of being harsh or self-critical, you'll become your source of support, which fosters a more profound, more resilient sense of self-worth. Treating yourself with the care and patience you deserve improves your well-being and sets the stage for more prosperous, positive interactions with others. Step 5. Live authentically. A crucial part of building self-esteem is learning to live in alignment with your true self, rather than trying to fit into societal expectations or conform to others' opinions. Stoicism emphasizes living in harmony with nature, which means being true to your core values, beliefs, and desires. Authenticity isn't about following trends or pleasing others. It's about honoring who you are and making choices that resonate with your inner truth. Living authentically starts with the small things: dressing in a way that makes you feel comfortable, speaking your mind honestly, and allowing yourself to express your genuine thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. These simple acts build self-respect and reinforce your belief in your worth. When you live according to your own values rather than what society dictates, you naturally attract people who appreciate and respect the real you. Authenticity also strengthens self-esteem because it creates a life where you no longer battle who you are and who you think you should be. This alignment between your inner self and actions brings a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from living a life guided by virtue and integrity, not seeking external approval. By embracing your authentic self, quirks and all, you build a stronger, more resilient foundation of self-worth. You free yourself from the pressures of conformity and create a life reflecting who you are. This enriches your personal experience and fosters more profound, meaningful connections with others who value you for your genuine self. Step 6. Loving yourself is a journey. Self-love isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a lifelong journey that requires patience, persistence, and continuous effort. Like the Stoics who practiced virtues daily, building self-love demands consistent attention and mindfulness. It starts with small actions, affirming your worth, embracing your uniqueness, and showing yourself compassion in both good times and bad. This journey is deeply personal, and everyone's path will look different. Some days, loving yourself may feel effortless, while on others, it might seem like a struggle. That's perfectly normal. Stoicism reminds us that while we can't control everything around us, we can control how we respond. By focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you can remain steady even when life tries to shake your self-esteem. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to practice patience, understanding, and kindness toward yourself. It's not just about feeling good, but about growing into a person who can meet life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Loving yourself is about more than just liking who you are today. It's about committing to support, nurture, and grow with yourself over time. As you continue on this journey, remember that self-love is dynamic. It will evolve as you do, changing as you learn more about who you are and what you value. By staying committed, you'll cultivate a more profound, lasting relationship with yourself, one that enhances every aspect of your life. This journey, though challenging, is ultimately one of the most rewarding you will ever embark on. Conclusion. Building self-esteem and self-love is a process rooted in reflection, self-compassion, and living authentically. By reflecting on the moments that shaped our self-perception, we gain clarity and begin to take control of our own narrative. Engaging in a compassionate dialogue with our past selves allows us to heal old wounds, while embracing and transforming our insecurities helps us see them as unique qualities that contribute to who we are. Committing to self-compassion shifts how we interact with ourselves, encouraging patience, understanding, and kindness during setbacks and successes. Living authentically reinforces our self-worth, freeing us from the pressures of societal expectations and allowing us to build a life that aligns with our true selves. Finally, understanding that self-love is a lifelong journey encourages us to remain committed to growth, acceptance, and resilience. Now that we've explored these steps, it's time for action. I encourage you to take these principles into your daily life, practicing reflection, self-compassion, and authenticity. Remember, this journey isn't about perfection but about progress. Each small step you take strengthens your foundation of self-love and resilience. If this journey resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and continue exploring these powerful Stoic insights. Together, we can build a life of inner strength, authenticity, and peace. Thank you for joining me, and don't forget to check out the suggested videos to dive deeper into your journey towards self-esteem and self-love.